Hi everyone, today we're going to do a quick walkthrough of our Auto Renew tool. We'll go over how to activate the tool in your Etsy on sale account, discuss when and why you would want to use Auto Renew tool for your Etsy shop, and of course walk you through how to schedule your renewals. As a lot of you know, regularly renewing your Etsy listings is pretty important in terms of getting your listings to appear in Etsy search results. Now you may be asking yourself, why would I want to use the Auto Renew tool? Can't you just renew items within your Etsy shop already? Well, you can renew listings in Etsy, but you cannot schedule recurring renewals or even schedule an individual renewal for a particular time in the future. When you renew an item on Etsy in your shop manager, you are renewing at that moment, not for the future. So, say you wanted to renew 20 items, but you don't want them all to renew at the same time. You can't do that in your Etsy shop. But with our Auto Renew tool, you can set all this up ahead of time and then forget about it. So it's a huge time saver. It's really easy, so let's get started. Once you've signed into your Etsy on sale account, you will click on your shop banner like I'm doing here, and then you will select Auto Renew here on the right. Okay, so you'll see we have 4 tabs here in the Auto Renew tool. So let's start over here with the first one, Access. Click on that tab, and here's where you can see if you currently have activated access to the Auto Renew tool. The cost to use Auto Renew tool is 5 credits for 1 month of access. So this means that you can schedule as many renewals as you like for 1 month. Now, a little side note is that you should be aware that you will still have to pay the 20-cent renewal listing fee to Etsy for each renewal. That's a standard fee Etsy always charges and is completely separate from EOS credits. So if you have paid for access, you'll see here how long your access is available. If you've not paid for access, you can do so right here, and you can even select how many months of access you want to pay for here. By clicking on this drop-down menu, you'll see you can go ahead and pay for as much as 1 year's worth of access to Auto Renew at once. We have some power users who really like to do this, do a whole bunch of scheduled renewals up front so that they don't have to keep going back into their account and repeating the same process over and over. Okay, so once you select the number of months you want to pay for, then click Add Access. And real quick, I want to point out this checkbox here that says, send me an email each time an item is renewed. If you want us to notify you each time we renew an item that you scheduled, leave this box checked. However, many people schedule lots of renewals and do not want to be bombarded with these reminder emails. So if you're scheduling many renewals, I would suggest you uncheck this box, but it's up to you. Okay, on to how to schedule your auto renewals. So click on this tab here that says New. You'll see it's 3 easy steps. Okay, so step 1, select what you'd like to auto renew. Now you'll see when you click on this drop-down menu, you have a few choices here. You can choose to renew a random item. That means that we'll just pick a random item in your shop and renew it. So this is great if you just want to keep your shop items current and relevant for search results and you're fine with any of your items being renewed. Then you could also choose to renew your shop's oldest item. This is great if your listing is about to expire and you want to get it back out there in front of people in search. Now you could do the least viewed item. Now this is great if you want to try to boost views on an item that just hasn't gotten much attention from customers yet. And renewing your least viewed item can help get it better found in search results. Okay, and then we've got the most viewed item. Now renewing your most popular item is really cool because you already know people like that item, so by renewing it, you're getting it out there to even more potential buyers when they see it in search results. And using your most popular item to draw buyers into your shop is great because then, once you've got them into your shop, they'll start browsing through the rest of your listings as well. So this method is, for good reason, one of the most popular uses of the Auto Renew tool by Etsy sellers. Okay, and then last we've got specific items. So now if you want to pick specific listings to be auto renewed, we can do that for you as well. So from the drop-down menu, when you select these specific items, you'll see a blank field pop up below and it'll say search by title or listing ID, add up to 10 items. So you can start typing in the field to search for your specific listing. Like I could type in scarf and then you'll see all my listings with scarf and then will populate just below like this. Then I can select the scarf I want to auto renew and you'll see it gets added right here. Now, say I add this, but now I change my mind and I don't want to renew this scarf after all. So just click your mouse on the listing like this and you'll see over here on the right, a little trash can icon appears. You can then click on the trash can and it'll delete that listing for you. Okay, so you can add listings by searching for title words like we did for scarf, or you can also enter the listing ID if you prefer that way. So you can add up to 10 items. All right, so now step 2 is selecting how often you would like to auto renew. You can select one time only, meaning we will renew the listing once and that's it. Or you can choose to renew the listing or listings more than once. You can see here you can choose something like every 2 days or every 5 hours, whatever you like. You have the option of minutes, hours, or days. Okay, so step 3 is to select what day and time you want these auto renews to begin. Okay. And then step 4 is to specify when you want the renewals to end. You have 2 options here. So you can choose to stop them after a certain number of times, like after 4 times, or you can specify a certain date and time when you want them to end. So for example, if you wanted to have these renewals run for 2 weeks only, then you can select the date, 2 weeks in the future, and specify the time of day, as well as when you want them to end. Okay, so now that you've specified all your criteria for your auto renew schedule, I want to point out this cool summary section at the bottom right here. This sums up exactly what you've just entered so that you're aware of exactly what you have just asked the auto renew tool to do. So we put this in for further clarification because we know it can get confusing when we're dealing with multiple items and dates and all of that. So you can see here it says that I've chosen to renew the item shown above every 10 minutes starting on August 20th at 3 p.m. for a total of 20 times. So that's exactly what I wanted to do, so all good there. Now if I decide I want to change any of this, I can still do so by going back up here, making the change right up here. But I'm good with how I set it up, so I'm going to leave it. Okay, so now right here in bold, I want to point out this super important notice for you. So you'll remember that we talked about how you will have to still pay the Etsy renewal listing fees directly to Etsy for any renewals that you schedule through the auto renew tool, right? Okay. So we put in this handy little reminder right here that actually calculates what your renewal fees to Etsy will be once you hit schedule. So you can see here it says, I understand that 20 renewals will be scheduled, resulting in $4 in renewal fees charged by Etsy. So again, we don't collect those fees at Etsy on sale. That's handled on the Etsy site through your shop account there. But we want to give you this information so you have it. And once you've reviewed that and you're okay with everything, then go ahead and click schedule. Okay, so now you'll see we move over to the next tab, scheduled. Here you can see a list of all the renewals you have now scheduled and exactly when they'll be renewed. And if you change your mind about one of these renewals, you can always delete them. Hover your mouse over the listing like this, you'll see this trash can appear on the right, click on that, and there you go, it's gone. So you just deleted that particular renewal instance. Now, say for some reason you want to cancel all the renewals that you've scheduled, you can also go here, click delete all, and it will delete all your scheduled renewals. You'll get this warning just so you know that you can't undo this action once you've deleted them all. So if that's what you want to do, click OK, and they're gone. Now, the last tab to show you is this one, the completed tab. Here you can see all the renewals that you've already completed that have already happened. This is handy if you want to see a history of what items you've been renewing, especially if you have a larger shop. It can be hard to always remember what you did. Okay, and then you can see this type column has some icons to just help you know what kind of renewal this was. So if you hover over the icon, it'll tell you. Like this symbol means it was a random item. This one with the up arrow means I chose my most viewed item. The clock icon is my oldest item. Then you can see the item column shows me the exact listing I renewed, what date and time it was renewed, and then we have a views gained column and a hearts gained column. Now, these are measured only one time, exactly one day after the renewal occurs. We have this here as a reference for you to see how your item did in that immediate 24 hours after the renewal occurred. You can use these stats to gauge the times of day or days of the week that your renewals get the most views and maybe focus your future renewing campaigns on those times. So that's it. It's that easy to get set up and started scheduling some renewals. We hope this helps bring you some new traffic and new sales. This is Mitsu from Etsy on Sale, and thanks for watching.